The in-game tutorial for Wyvern riding will only take you so far in Monster Hunter Rise, and I thought I'd share some of the things I wish I'd known sooner. Here's 10 tips and tricks to make you a master puppeteer and have you Wyvern riding like a pro. Sometimes monsters in your area will interrupt your hunt, resulting in some monster drama. When this happens, sometimes your target monster, the monster you're hunting, will go down, and you don't want that. You want the invading monster to go down for Wyvern riding, so you can use that monster to do damage to the monster you're actually hunting. When this happens, you can actually swap them around. All you have to do is Wyvern ride your target monster and then launch it into the other monster by pressing Y. That will immediately put the other monster down into their Wyvern riding state, and then you'll be able to do big damage to your target monster. It sounds confusing when I'm saying it, but trust me, it is very simple and is essential to understand. Animation cancelling. There is huge end lag on some of the Wyvern attacks, but you can negate this with evade. This works on most but not all monster attacks. This is an important tip as it removes a lot of the clunkiness out of Wyvern riding. Here's what it looks like when you're using special evade to cancel. There's an extra attack move depending on what directional input you're doing on the left stick. For example, holding backwards and then attacking with light or strong lets you do something completely different to your normal attacks. Here's an example of Zinogre and Puke's different inputs. Experiment and see what you find out. When you get your mounted Punisher, aka Super, you might feel like you need to hit it straight away, but a lot of the time you have extra time to get 1, 2, or if you're animation cancelling, 3 more attacks off before activating it. Just relax, watch the timer, and see if you can get some extra damage in. You don't have to mount straight away. When the monster goes down for Wyvern riding, you've actually got a fair bit of time, so don't panic. Use this time to sharpen weapons, set up bombs, or look if there's an extra wire bug laying around. Wire bug charges affect how many times you can launch the monster. You'll be able to launch the monster 4 times if you have an extra wire bug, so be on the lookout for extra charges. Press Y to launch the monster into a wall, press B to regain footing, launch into the wall, rinse and repeat for big DPS. One cool thing I found is Wyvern riding your target monster to another location where another monster is. Then you can apply the swap technique from the first tip. Before you swap, make sure you get a few wall launches off to further maximize your damage. A technique that's quickly becoming a staple in Monster Hunter Rise is to find a non-target monster on the map first and riding it over to attack your target monster. You can get the non-target monster into the rideable state pretty easily with a few of your Silkbind attacks, but an almost foolproof way to get a monster into a rideable state is to use a puppet spider. The puppet spider will immediately put the monster into a rideable state if it connects. If you want to know where the puppet spiders are, you can find them by bringing up your map and filtering the category to other endemic life. And if you don't use the puppet spider on your non-target monster and manage to get it with just your Silkbind attacks, after you've ridden it over to your target monster and done damage, you can puppet your target monster, and from there, you guessed it, ride it over to the third monster in the map, do the swap technique, and do even more damage. So this is useful if you're struggling with a fight or if you wanted to speed things up a little bit. Our target monster Naga Cougar has taken a tremendous amount of damage before we've even drawn our weapons, so that is the reasoning behind using this technique. As this clip plays out, I thought it was worth mentioning that a lot of these tips are not meant to be used. You're not meant to use all of them every single hunt. This is about making sure you know all of your options when Wyvern riding. When you Wyvern ride and make the monsters fight each other, you can get up to 3 shinies to drop on the floor per monster. If you want to maximize your farming and get 9 extra monster materials guaranteed, you can combine the tips and tricks beforehand to mount all the monsters on the map and get more materials by making them fight. There's a timer on each monster for Wyvern riding. It's about 10 minutes per monster, so essentially you'll only be able to Wyvern ride each monster once because hunts only last around 10 or 15 minutes. There you have it, go forth and puppeteer monsters like a pro and impress your friends with the new Wyvern riding tech you've just learned. For more Monster Hunter Rise guys, check out our website vg247.com. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Take care everyone and happy hunting.